What's up, little biscuits and sun-dried tomatoes? This is Eddie Collins.
Guys, this is Justin Brown.
And we're continuing our August re-release schedule. You're about to listen to Blank Check, one of our classic medium popcorn episodes. This brought a lot of people into the fold. They love this episode. You, of course, can watch Blank Check on Disney Plus, I believe, as the last time I checked. And again, if you want some new content from us and new episodes, take yourself over to patreon.com/medium popcorn, $2 to $15 tiers. It all gives you access to bonus hours of content. And if you can't support a monthly subscription, take yourself over to ko-fi.com/medium popcorn and donate what's basically the equivalent of a coffee to support the podcast. It all helps keep the lights on and the laughs coming. But yeah, this Blank Check episode is going to be fun for you if you haven't listened to it before, because we really dissect how insane this fucking premise is. A kid is given a blank check and he writes it out to $1 million to cash. And then you have criminals, including Tone Loc, because I say Tone Loc a lot.
Yo, your Tone Loc thing, that really made me want to hurt you.
Yeah, you were losing your mind.
Listening back, it made me want to hurt you, Brandon.
It's not my fault he has a complicated name.
No, it's not complicated.
It's insane.
Loc, not Loc.
That's not natural, man.
Brandon, he's a famous person.
He had one song. Wow, thing.
Nigga, he was in films. He's done all sorts of shit.
He was in Surf Ninjas. That's not a film.
And he was in this film. Surf Ninjas is a cultural classic.
No, it's not. Oh, God.
Come on now, Brandon.
Folks, send yourself on to patreon.com/medium popcorn if you want to listen to our Surf Ninjas review. It's in the archives over there.
And also, he was in Bebe's Kids.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah.
He was the baby, yes.
Yep.
That still was not, that's not great filmography, bro.
Brandon, I don't want to hear you saying any ill things about the great fucking Tone Loc.
Isn't it late and great too?
No, he's not dead. He's still alive.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's 59 years old, baby. Wow, thing.
Oh my God. But yeah, this movie was nuts. Brian Boncellis, Preston Waters was fucking unhinged, man.
Yeah.
That kid was, I mean, the 90s were just a different time.
Yeah.
I mean, we were crushing hard on Kieran Duffy, who played the adult bank teller / FBI agent that clearly wants to fuck Preston. Very uncomfortable storyline. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes about this movie being for pedophiles, which I kind of still stand by, because there's just a lot of weird adult kid situations in this movie that, especially given like the world of like Epstein and stuff like that, it's a little tougher to swallow those jokes now, I'll admit. But at the same time, like, this movie was very, very creepy.
Yes.
You know,
beyond creepy.
Yes. I will say it's co-written by Blake Snyder, who, before this movie, we recorded this in like 2019 at actually maybe 2020 at your old apartment when we were neighbors in Astoria. And I didn't know this because I hadn't started like full-time screenwriting and stuff. Blake Snyder wrote this book called Save the Cat, which is basically the template for screenwriting in Hollywood. And it's like very much like people follow that formula. But I just think it's wild that the dude who's like book that a lot of people follow is the writer of this kind of shit. Because it was a period where he was selling like a bunch of ideas, and Blank Check was one of them and stuff.
Listen, man, when you're hot, you're hot. Yeah. How you feeling? Hot.
I mean, they just couldn't make this movie anymore because of logistical reasons. Not because it's not a fun premise. Like, I think kids will love this kind of movie. But
honestly, though, I kind of feel like kids need these kind of wild movies.
Yeah, but if you do this now, like, it's different. Like, because this movie, like, you can kind of claim, even though we say in this podcast, Preston's the bad guy.
Yes. Oh, no,
you can claim innocent, like, I'm just playing around. Of course I'm going to get rejected for asking for $1 million or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Now I think if you're a hacker, you could pull this off.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If there's a kid hacker, he could break into some bank system and like get this money, right? But then that's like blatant fraud and crime.
He will clearly be going to juvie.
Yes.
or he'll be working for the government in some way.
100%. Yeah. On this episode, I mean, I understand, like, re-listening to it, like, I understand why people love this episode. Yeah. There's a lot of fun jokes. There's some great video clips, especially when it comes to Henry, the limo driver. And to me, it's one of my favorite rants of yours when you go off on the bank rant about $1 million to cash. Now, banks just don't do that. It's like insane.
Yeah. No,
I think about that once a
but
week.
that was like 1994.
Yeah, you're like
1994. It's just like they don't carry. They don't just give you $1 million
No.
into a child.
That'd be even harder now, actually, too.
Yeah.
Because banks really don't have that kind of cash on hand.
Yeah.
So
It's nuts.
yeah,
It's fucking nuts.
yeah.
But this is such a fun listen.
This was
Such a fun fucking listen, and then just like, and just going back and just trying to calculate what he was spending money on,
yes.
and like
Oh
how
yeah.
unhinged he was. Also, how unhinged the villain was. I was just like, how did you not figure this out?
Yeah, he went back to the town where he was arrested, and after he escaped prison, and then tried to buy a castle.
Yeah,
Like I was just laughing, thinking about like how crazy that plan is.
I also think there's a portion that is just like it's like the Good Vibrations video. He's just working.
Yes.
Yeah. This was like one of my favorites.
Yeah. So, folks, we hope that you enjoy this episode. Especially if you haven't listened to it, if you are a fan of the podcast and you haven't heard this episode in a while, hopefully it brings a smile to your face. But again, if you want some new episodes this month, take yourself over to patreon.com/media popcorn, $2 to $15 tiers. It all gets you access to bonus content. So you can support the show while also getting some new content in your ears and your mouths to an extent.
Yeah, in your mouths. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, you know what's up with that, Justin.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
really
do.
don't.
Open up.
What?
Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Medium popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies. Yeah. Brandon Collins.
That's me.
And Justin Brown for your movie needs. Medium popcorn.
Woo!
You haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it.
Spoil it in your face.
That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
Hey, folks, it's your host, Brandon Collins.
And it's Justin Brown,
And-
y'all.
And this is Medium Popcorn.
Nigga spoiling movie.
In your face.
No, we're not
In your ass.
God damn it, Brandon. Why does it have to be in the ass? You're all about the booty holes. What's wrong with you?
I've always been an ass man. Smack it up, put it down. Spin it all around. You know? Well, I mean, you can't blame me. When I grew up watching movies like this, I'm going to be unhinged. Like, I just realized, dude, the 1990s with Disney were out of control. Between the Mighty Ducks series, Heavyweights, Goofy movie, and this shit, yeah, the Disney was out of their minds.
Oh, God.
Dude, this movie, Blade Check, I've wanted to do this for a long time. But as an adult rewatching this movie, I saw this movie so many times as a kid. I'm convinced that this movie is mainly for two types of people: poor people and pedophiles. this movie was out of control.
Or in con artists?
Not even con artists. This, first of all, okay, folks, this is a blank check. Good luck finding it because it took a long time for me to find this movie. But we open with a dude.
You know what? I'm putting it on Patreon.
You're gonna post the movie on
I'm
Patreon?
gonna post the movie on Patreon.
Okay, yeah.
Because people need to see this.
I mean, it's probably one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. This is
It's-
out of control.
I would say definitely, conservatively, at least top 10 craziest movies of all time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, and just if you didn't realize, if you're not a Patriot already, you should become a Patriot because sometimes we actually post the movies that we're doing on Patreon. It's happened quite a few times, the entire movie. So, you may want to check it out sometimes.
We've literally only done it for one movie, but sure.
No, we have. We have done it before.
I know we have, but you just said several times, and I want to do false advertising. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, don't look at me like that. You're gonna stab me in the neck, aren't you? So we open with a very dark opening. It's in a rainstorm, and this dude in an orange jumpsuit because he just escaped from prison. He's running to a warehouse where he recovers a hidden safe box that contains $1 million in cash.
I guess was he hid there before he got arrested. Now here's the question. Brandon. Before he recovers said said box.
Yeah.
It seems like he was just doing work around this warehouse.
Yeah.
It was like Marky Mark in a Good Vibrations video. It's just like, what is he doing there?
He was getting tools to be able to blowtorch the fucking area.
But at some point, it didn't even seem like he was blowtorching that area.
Yeah, it was just weird. The whole scene, and then he takes the money because it's just all in like $100 bills stacked in 10,000s, and it's just this briefcase full of it. And he kisses the money, which I've never seen anyone ever do that.
Did you miss me?
And he says, "Did you miss me?" In such a sensual way, where I was like, "Yo, you want to fuck that money?"
You got that good vibration. You got the feel of sensation.
Yeah. So then he runs off with the suitcase, and then we cut to this kid Preston, who lives in this big ass house in the suburbs. And Preston is mad because his brothers keep putting their stuff in his room, even though they have their own rooms. Mind you, he has the biggest fucking room I've ever seen for a kid who's 11 years old.
Yeah, he doesn't share a room.
That room is big enough for 3 kids.
Yeah.
And he has it by himself. And has the nerve to complain about his brothers holding some stuff in the room. Like, yeah, it's big enough to fucking hold storage. And on top of that, they're putting the computer that has internet access in your fucking room, dude. You got all this room. That's plenty of space to fucking nut everywhere after you get the internet pouring going.
You know, this kid is very questionable.
Oh, this kid is the worst kind of kid.
He's very questionable on a lot of things. His thought process is oh God.
Preston is off his goddamn mind. Dude, first of all, when the father plugs in the new Mac computer, right? How does that computer get booted up so quickly?
Yeah.
Where Preston's like doing like some machine talking back, which I don't even remember in the I was about to say 1940s, but in 1994, computers being able to do that without taking quite some time to like enter and translate and like fucking output and all that stuff.
Yeah, this motherfucker was a goddamn coder in 1994. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, it was wild. And the brothers are just dumb, but they don't look. None of the kids look alike.
Yeah.
I was like, did mommy step out? Because none of you motherfuckers look at all related.
Well, again, this is another movie where the dad looks like he's 137 years old.
That actor has been that age for at least 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Every movie I've seen him in, he looks like that. It's wild.
Yo, he must have been an ugly kid. Hey, man, I don't even know.
He was definitely in the Boy Scouts because he couldn't go anywhere else.
Why was he in the Boy Scouts?
I don't know. Boy Scouts are either for like really privileged people or really ugly people.
Man, I was a Cub Scout of America, man.
I was a Boy Scout, so what's that say about us?
Wait, are you saying that we're ugly or we're privileged?
Folks, call and let us know. Let us know what you think.
Are we ugly or are we privileged, guys?
But
which one do you think it is?
But Preston's whole thing is that he doesn't have money, even though he clearly is privileged and his family is doing pretty well. But here's the fucked up thing about the dad. The dad is constantly offering the older brothers money. Well, Preston, he's almost like Preston owes him money. Because poor Preston, this motherfucker gets a blank check from his grandma, which means grandma probably is going a little do-do-do and forgot to put some money down. Because he's like, how much did you get last year? And then Preston's like 10. And he's like, all right, so $10. And then Preston's like, but what about interest? Which doesn't make any sense.
Inflation.
Inflation. And so then Preston's dad puts down $11 for him. But Preston's dad, when he looks at the blank check, and he's like, it's a blank check. I was like, is this motherfucker about to like rob grandma? Because it sounds like he wants to put down thousands of dollars.
Yeah, he's like, yes.
He's like, oh,
Finally, she's lost her marbles.
I can finally get the inheritance I've been looking for.
Yeah, dude, this fucking. I just feel like everybody in this movie is like one just bad fucking turn away from being a complete piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
All the adults made terrible decisions in this movie.
Horrendous decisions.
He makes the worst decisions, dude.
But hold on. Let's talk about his dad. His dad is clearly a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And on so many levels, because all right,
he gives him what, $5 for that amusement park?
no. He gives him $6 to go to an amusement park. $6 You fucking cheapskate son of a bitch. But you know what? I can't even judge this dad too much because my dad was no better. Here, go $5. Nigga ain't gonna buy me nothing.
Yeah. But you know what it is? Older people don't really know sometimes how much everything is now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like I remember I took him not too long ago for Thanksgiving. My grandfather was in town, right? I took him to a haircut. I told him to get a haircut. It was like $10 for him because he's a senior citizen.
Yeah.
He gave us the mother. How much do you tip your barber?
I don't go to the barber.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck would I be tipping the barber?
I always forget you don't have hair. Well, I tip my barber usually like $5 to $10, depending on like how extensive it is, right?
Yeah.
My papa gave this nigga $1, and he would have given him less if he had change. Like, I was like, Papa, you can't do that. We live in you're in New York City. People gotta make a living. And he's like, I didn't know.
He's like,
why didn't you tell me? I'm like, you should have told yourself.
he's just like, there's a whole tank of gas. In 1942, nigga.
So yeah, the dad's a piece of shit because the two brothers are immediately going out to do something. He's like, "You guys need any money?" But then
He's like, no, we already robbed our little brother earlier.
Yeah, and then Preston's like,
and who are these kids? They're going around running with pockets full of change. Why is the two brothers running around with pockets full of change, Brandon? He jingles his pocket, and all you hear is out the fucking nickels and dimes. Who are these fucking losers who gonna show like, hey, Karen, how about I buy you some fucking ice cream? I'd love some ice cream. All right, well, 5, 15.
I saw somebody at the movie theater paying for tickets in quarters. And that's why I was like, I'm just gonna go to the machine and get more points. I was gonna use my points to get free tickets, but I'm not gonna wait and laugh at this nigga. But the thing about the scene where they go to the music park, first of all, I don't know why Preston went to that birthday party if that dude whose birthday it is a complete asshole to him.
Yeah.
Just not go. Right? But that kid is like $50. It's my birthday. Gets $50 in tokens. Another goes $20 in tokens. But the cuts of like the coins, it's the same amount of coins.
Yeah.
Like, just give this nigga. First of all, if a kid comes to me at an amusement park and only has like $5 and says it the way that Preston says, $5, I'm gonna give him a little extra.
It's like, here, nigga.
Because that's not real
Here's
money.
$10.
It's not real money. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
They're not gonna count every token at the end of the day.
Dude. I mean, and besides that, those tokens are only used for the ride, so they're getting them right back.
Yeah.
So they just go right back into their bank of tokens.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. And it's not like they're gonna. It's fucking stupid because it just recycles. They're not gonna actually know.
Yeah.
And then poor Preston, he got to go on these shitty ass rides while all the kids are taunting him. I'm like, this is the kind of shit that makes super villains.
No, I'm gonna say it again. This is school shooter zone. That's where this stems
the way
from.
The way Preston stares at these kids laughing at him, I'd be like, yeah, this is gonna be. Preston's got a list, and everyone's name is on it,
and he's checking it twice.
But the thing that drove
Call
me,
the FBI or Vice.
the thing that drove me crazy about this whole thing is that we're supposed to posit that Preston is able to run into the dude who robbed someone for $1 million cash, try to launder that money through a bank, and then Preston happened to get a blank check from that dude who robbed, go to the bank, the same bank that this dude's trying to launder money through, meet the exact person that this robber's contact's supposed to get.
Same day, same time.
Same time, day and time, and then actually ask for $1 million and get $1 million back.
Cash.
In a backpack. This nigga's walking around with $1 million in a backpack.
Like he's fucking Floyd Mayweather. Who the fuck's this goddamn kid?
and no one ever jumped him?
Listen, I just got to say this. I just want to say this.
Guys, Justin's hitting the table, so you know it's gonna be crazy.
You have a child who walked into a bank,
Yes.
a place of business which handles money, lots and lots of money. In 1994, they had $1 million to give out, just on the whim. They gave out $1 million. In most, do you know you cannot pull out $1 million out of any bank anywhere?
Yeah.
You realize that, right,
Yeah,
Brandon?
yeah.
You know, if you try to pull out like fucking like $20,000, they're like, Nick, what the fuck you need $20,000 for in cash? Today, banks look at you as like, what the fuck you need $20,000 for, motherfucker? You trying to take all our shit? So, you're telling me that in 1994, this kid went into a fucking small bank branch in wherever
To be fair, that big was huge for no reason.
all right, wherever the fuck it is. But this, I don't know where he fucking lives,
Yeah.
but he went into a bank branch and as a child said, here's a check that says $1 million to cash. And this woman didn't just say, get the fuck out of here. She says, no, I'm going to take you up to the bank manager. That'll show you. And then took him upstairs. For what reason? I have zero fucking clue. Hold on, I'm ranting right
not
now.
asking for
Hold on.
parents.
And then the guy's just like, oh, you must be with Quigley.
No, you
Really?
must be Juice.
Yeah, you must be Juice. He's like, Juice? No, thank you.
I'm not thirsty.
I'm not thirsty. Like, huh. Well, let me give you this $1 million. What? What? What kind of boneheaded, dumb, fucking fat jackass is this man? This is crazy, Brandon.
That's one of the craziest things
The
ever.
fact that this, hold on. Now, mind you, he's a child.
Yes.
He's probably what?
He's 11. He's 11 years old.
11 years old, Brandon. He doesn't have an ID, no identification, and he walks into a bank. And first of all, he walks into a bank and he wants to open up an account.
He doesn't even have an account with that bank.
Exactly.
Because the hot chick is like, oh, you have to deposit at least $200.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about her because that went from she's bad as fuck to does she want to fuck this kid?
Yeah. No.
That's why I'm saying pedophiles like this movie.
Mind you, she is an FBI agent.
Jogging around.
And
like,
she, hold on, she kissed this kid on the mouth sexually at the end of this film.
Yes, she did.
That wasn't like a sweet little kiss on the forehead.
That was like, see me in a few years, nigga, and we're going to get the pound down.
She actually said that, Brandon.
Yeah.
She's in this. She said, why don't you call me in like 10 years? He said 7. No, 5. She goes, and then they started haggling. He goes, 6 years. And then they settle on 6 years. She's going to fuck him. So basically, she said to him, it's like, when you turn 17, the dick is mine.
Yep. Yeah. To be fair, she is hot as hell in this movie. Karen Duffy.
I'm still under the impression that this is crazy town where they will cash $1 million check in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, he catches. Here's the thing too. Not only does this kid cash the check, but immediately, like after Tone Loc, who was Juice, Tone Loc, who was
Oh, Tone Loc, wild thing, dun, Tone Loc, wild thing.
So Juice is there, and I'm like, and he goes to Mr. Biederman, who's the fucking bank. First of all, this bank manager's being framed into doing this because
He flipped on him.
He flipped on the main dude, and that guy threatens his family, which we never see, by the way, because the whole time fucking Biederman's going around with this fucking weird-ass Three Ninjas crew trying to track down one little white boy in a town full of white boys to the point where they're stalking out parks. Again, pedophile shit.
Now, hold on. I have some questions that we need to talk about. We gotta go back to Quigley. Okay. So Quigley robbed the bank.
Yes.
He was captured, and then
He hid the money.
He got he escapes from prison. He gets this money. Now he has cash.
And he doesn't flee the country.
No, hold on. So he has $1 million in cash.
That's marked, right? Because it all has the FBI thing. They've all been marked because remember they were in sequential order, and that's why he was like, "Yeah, I need new bills."
Okay. All right.
And that's why the chick is staking out the place.
So here's my thing. Quigley robbed that bank.
Mm-hmm.
He robbed that bank.
Oh, you think?
He had to have robbed that bank because that bank manager ratted him out.
Got it.
So he went right back to the same bank that he robbed and just went to prison for and says, "Give me $1 million." Why did he have to have somebody cash it for him?
That and also why is he still around in broad daylight? He's an the cops should be swarming this community.
Yeah.
Because the reason why he gets in the situation with Preston is because he almost runs over the kid with a bike, with his car. A brand new car, by the way, which is crazy that he was able to get that.
Yeah.
And then 2, Preston and the bully kid are like pretty much to this guy like, "Hey, you got to do something because you just fucked up my bike." And the bully kid's like, "Yeah, you should sue him or whatever." This grown man starts screaming at children in a public area. Once he sees a crowd kind of forming, he's just trying to write a check because the fucking bank manager gives him a checkbook for some reason, even though he doesn't have an account with his bank. And if he does, that should be on red alert because he's a convict in jail.
Yeah.
So then he signs it and puts his name down, and then he sees a cop coming and just gives Preston a check and says, "Your dad will know what to do with this." The dad probably would ask for $1 million too, based on his reaction with blank checks.
Yeah.
This family's out of control. So then Preston's like, "I got a blank check. Let me ask for $1 million." Just assuming that nigga got $1 million.
Yeah.
Be realistic. He originally tapped in like $200. Yeah, go for that.
Yeah. You know how much $200 was in 1994?
For an 11-year-old?
This is a shit ton of money.
Because I'm going to be real, dude. I'm going to be real, Justin. I'm not an accountant, but when that nigga gets $1 million in cash, and at the rate he's spending that money, there's no way that lasted even 6 days like this movie posits. That shit was 6 hours.
Dude.
He buys a mansion, which I don't know why it's down the street from where Preston's family lives.
Hold on. No,
We're just
stop.
screaming
Let's
this whole
stop.
episode.
Let's stop. Because I want to tell you this. That's not a mansion. It's a fucking castle. Why is there a castle
down the street
3 blocks, 3 houses up from his house?
Why does the dad drive there later in the movie? Why did the mom and dad drive to the house?
Nigga, just walk up to us like, "Hey, where's this Mr. McIntosh?
Where's the guy who has my son dressing like a Richie Rich fucking pedophile dream? What is this?
Who's the guy who's fucking my son? Get out of here. I have a bone to pick with you."
Man, the dad, when he finally thinks he's talking to McIntosh, but it's actually just Preston in the big chair turned around, he starts crying almost. Like, "I just want my son to have a childhood." Nigga, you the father. Make sure, be like, "My son is not working for you no more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to beat your ass because you never met with me."
Yo, listen, this just shows that money rules everything. Because this man's just like, "Oh, you're working with this guy up the block, this mysterious man that nobody's met or seen." It's like, all right, as long as he's paying you, get on out of here, boy.
By the way,
Cuckoo bananas.
Preston goes by the name, he creates his character McIntosh because he literally looks at his computer.
Yeah.
As he's doing a open bid on this castle against the very dude whose money he took. Mm-hmm. Who doesn't know, this is back when you could just make offers on houses before you could show like proof of income, I'm guessing. Or you need to like be able to have the payment right then. Because this motherfucker's about to put on an offer for $170 on this castle, not even knowing that the money's gone.
Yeah.
That he has no money, right?
And even for him, hey, you know what? You got to lay a little low. No, let me buy a castle. You just got out of jail. And the first thing you're going to do is buy a fucking castle? What is wrong with you? Do you realize how absurd it is?
That's so insane.
He got out of jail on Wednesday, and on Thursday he's putting a bid in for a castle.
That's so crazy.
That's ridiculous. I would buy. Yo,
Why would he do?
Brandon, he's off the he has to be off the books. It's shit like that. So he has to change his name, and the first thing he does is buy a fucking castle. This makes zero fucking sense. Why would you spend close to $200,000 on this on this castle in the first place?
I guess because you're trying to get rid of the money, right? So you're trying to be like, let me buy some property. But still, it's absurd because the paperwork alone he would have to fill out. He's not supposed to be a free man right now.
Yeah. And what's your name, sir? Carl Quigley. I just robbed the bank. Just escaped from jail not too long ago.
And the thing is,
here's all this hard-earned cash that is actually stolen. Just check the bills.
And he got outbidded by a computer voice.
Yeah. What's wrong with your voice? He says,
I have a cough.
I have a cough.
Cough, cough. And then the thing is, sight unseen, and this motherfucker with this kind of voice, yeah, 300,000. So, what? How do they pay for that? He just dropped off. The kid just shows up to the house with $300,000 in cash and just here you go.
Yeah, a child. Now,
plus side is he did bump up the value for I guess that area because initially that old ass couple was gonna take the $150 offer.
Yeah,
which is I don't know what area this is, and I used to do real estate, but that's definitely underpriced.
Well, no, they said yeah. It's but that's under our price. It's I'm giving you cash right now. But then again, somebody says here's actual dollar bills, cash. Yeah. It's just would you take that money? But it depends on the value of the house. So.
Exactly. It was a weird. I mean, this whole fucking movie was weird because we haven't even talked about Tony Locke or Loke or whatever his name. Tone Loke. We haven't even talked about him yet because he was out of control, but he was juice.
Yeah.
When you see him coming in but he was not low key at all. That's the problem.
Oh, not at all.
He comes in talking to the I gotta talk to your manager because I gotta talk to him about some stuff.
If you don't do the thing that I need him to do, there's gonna be some problems and shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully, ain't gonna be no problem.
You're verbally threatening the manager, not in front of the manager.
Yeah.
But so then Preston gets I want to play this one scene there with the parents. With Preston and these parents, when Preston kind of goes off about why he feels like he's not getting his just desserts.
Hold on, before you play that,
yeah,
I just want to talk about the fact is now Floyd Mayweather, aka Preston, goes to his room after he just bought a place for $300,000, right? And now, mind you, his room is a place where his brothers barge in at any point. People just come through it all the time, and he decides, this is the best time for me to sit on my bed and start throwing $1 million up into the air and jumping on my bed and rolling around in it.
Yeah.
Preston's making all sorts of the bad decisions.
I think this is the 90s craze, though, when people used to just be in beds with money. Because then they do a similar thing in Indecent Proposal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
You're right. Either way, ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
By the way, we should do that movie. Because that movie is all kinds of that movie fucked me up with relationships. Because you're I would let this dude fuck my wife for $1 million, but I would also be a resentful motherfucker and never let it go. Catch 22.
I was just talking about that movie the other day.
We gotta do it then. Yeah, let's do it, baby. Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon. Hear that Indecent Proposal review.
Decent proposal. That's a decent proposal in my eyes.
Man, Demi Moore back in the 90s.
Pay good money.
Yeah.
Demi Moore, when I saw her ass about 4 years ago, shit.
Really?
Yeah, she looked good, man.
All right, because I saw her in Charlie's Angels too, and I was like,
No. I saw her in person. Anyhow. All right, you going to play the scene?
We'll play the scene real quick, and then we got to talk about so much.
Oh, man.
I thought we understood about taking care of our valuables.
Valuable? It was a piece of junk.
Well, if that's how you feel about a gift from your parents, I don't see giving you a new one for your birthday.
I don't want a new bike. I want my own room.
I'm warning you, you're on thin ice as it is about the bike.
You know what I want? What I want is my own house, my rules, my money.
That's it, young man. Until further notice, you're grounded.
This kid's out of his mind. He's so petty. This is what little kids do, though. They say, I want this and this and this. But this motherfucker happens to get a blank check where he's like, yeah, so let me actually get what I want by asking for $1 million from this strange man.
Yeah.
Who yelled at a child.
I mean, it couldn't have happened to a better person.
Okay, so Preston starts buying a bunch of stuff under the Macintosh after he gets his house. He gets these big screen TVs. He gets a fucking pool installed, which would be at least 300 G's itself. Like some of the stuff that he gets in his house, you're like, that alone would be almost $250,000.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's getting all this shit. Like I'm like, this is all exceeding $1 million. All this you see in the montage, all these trucks pulling up and dropping off stuff at the house. All this to the fucking weirdest background music, which sounds like moans and weird beatboxing. It's ultra 90s, but really bad 90s.
Yeah, it is.
Really
It's fucking garbage.
Yeah. Also, I did write. In all reality, Preston would have gotten caught and probably put in baby jail. Right? That's a felony, right? Isn't that like try to?
Brandon, that's all the felonies. But hold on, before we get into the fact is that Preston is a fucking criminal.
Yeah.
He's technically the villain in this movie, in a sense, if you really think about it.
Oh, Preston's a bad guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Preston's evil. Preston gets so many adults in trouble. Preston ruins lives.
But I want to tell you how we know that Preston is actually the main villain, because every fucking main villain in any movie needs a dumbass fucking henchman to be a part of it,
no,
and
don't do
his
that.
dumb henchman is fucking Henry the limo driver.
I wrote down. Henry the limo driver might be the saddest character ever put on film. It's the most disturbing, saddest storyline I've ever seen in my life.
Brandon, Henry is a fucking psycho wit. He's a fucking psychopath and a dimwit just smashed together. He is out of his fucking mind. The things that come out of his mouth.
I have one of his monologues. It's fucking wild what he says.
Are you talking about the one before he goes on a date?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But I did write because Henry starts off as a limo driver that's very dismissive of Preston until Preston starts paying him in cash. But I'm like, he represents a limo company, right?
Yeah.
It's not like called Henry's Limousine or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He's representing a limo company. So every pile of cash Preston's giving him either needs to be reported back to that company or he's gone rogue and doing his own thing with his client.
Yeah.
But he's only driving Preston around in like 3 scenes. Everything else, he's legit like Preston's like friend. Like partaking in everything Preston does, whether it be buying TVs, going in bouncy castles, fucking shooting up Nerf guns in a big public store and buying him clothes and shit. And I'm like, does Henry have anyone to go home to at night to like kind of recap his day? Honey, what'd you do today? Oh, I got a clown costume with my client. And I fucking bounced around. I told him a little bit about girls, and then I came home.
Hold on. Because later in the movie, he goes, yeah, I got some playing with friends. Nigga, you ain't got no friends.
That's what I said. I was like, what are you talking about? I have this scene because we haven't even talked about the banker, Karen Duffy's character, Shay. What was her name? Shay, like Conley or something? I was like, this is the fakest name ever.
Yeah.
Shay Stanley. I was like, that's such a fake undercover name.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to get to Macintosh because she feels like there's something shady going on there. And so Preston's like, oh, Macintosh isn't available to take you out, but I am. And she smiles, and she's like, okay, it's a date then. And I'm like, you're going on a date with an 11-year-old child.
Yep.
How is this okay? And so then he tells Henry, and this is Henry's advice for this little fucking psychopath.
Oh, no. The woman who plays Shay, she has sarcoidosis.
Sarcoidosis?
Yeah, so her brain and spinal cord were affected. She's leaving her partially paralyzed.
Oh, that's sad. Thanks for bringing that down. Well, I gotta bring it even further down with this grown man saying the most disturbing shit to a child.
About her. Go on.
Think about it. Okay. I'm going to tell you about the real deal on dating, which I know, okay? First of all, women love a great body. They love, look at this bod. Whoa. See, of course, you got a bod now that's of a Greek god, really. Think about it. I mean, women like you to have a good bod because they want to feel they're protected. You might have to fight some guy, But not with those arms. You don't want to hit a guy with those arms because those pythons would take a guy's head off. Seriously. You're buff. But we're going to get you chiseled, okay? Oh, wait. Whoa. I'm having a vision here of a date, the perfect date for you guys.
Stay Kevin!
Ho, my little friend, you really have the hots for this one, huh? Hey, if you really want to go upscale, that all-you-can-eat salad bar, women love that. Take some with you, line your pockets with plastic bags, put the food in there, because it doesn't say all-you-can-eat here. Does it say here on the side? I don't think so. So you take something back for later. A little snackaroo. Oh, women love that. You get home and you got a pocket full of hot wings. There's nothing more that impresses a woman. Get yourself some flowers, get yourself a great body, some nice hair, some good clothes, a car, and learn to say words like non-committal. You are a date and a half, pal.
That was 1,000% insane. That's the craziest thing ever. And clearly, Henry's never been on a date. Clearly, Henry's never had to woo a woman.
Yeah, Henry's has been on a date since he got out of the psych ward. That's out of everything that came out of his mouth was fucking completely out of control. Like, holy shit. Line your pockets.
The thing is, when you realize that this whole movie takes place in less than a week, you're like, oh, Henry was all fucking nuts.
But this movie shows you the power of money, man.
Yeah.
The power of money. The fact is, first of all, this motherfucker has a goddamn limo. Somebody's allowing him to drive their limo around is just astounding in its own right. Yes. But then the fact is that anybody would be like, oh, kid, you have a lot of money? Okay, I'll drive you around. Imagine how much. Actually, you know what? We're calling Henry a fucking dimwit. We're calling him.
Yeah, he's.
Actually, Henry's probably the smartest one. Think of how much money Henry siphoned off of this little kid.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, everyone's siphoning money off. I mean, the old girl from in Living Single comes popping out of nowhere.
Debbie Allen.
Yeah, and then she fucking robs this kid because he's just walking around with a backpack full of money. That's all of his money. So when he drops the backpack and some people are stealing money and like the bad guys get to him and stuff, he's not accounting for those lost bills. That's 10 G's a pile.
Yeah.
He's just losing money. I mean, I laughed out loud in a maniacal way when Vicky or whatever, she's like aggressively manhandling Preston and be like, give me my money for this big ass party I threw for Macintosh. Which I was like, that's like borderline, like you could get in trouble for that because the way you handle this boy. He goes to calculate the money and he possibly only has $300 left.
He's like, oh no.
But then he goes to his backpack and there's only 2 piles of money left.
No, there's only 2 fucking bills left.
Because it's just like, yeah, nigga, you broke.
In
less than a week. He burned through $1 million in less than a week.
6 fucking days.
To the point where when they're like halfway through this movie, the villains are trying to like track down Preston. Did you peep when the baker was like, it might be easier just to steal another $1 million?
All right, hold on. Now, this is my question. This shows you, as obviously like how intelligent that they're giving this, the level of intelligence that they're trying to say that this kid operates under. This kid's a fucking dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Why
is he an entrepreneur? No, he's American. Yeah, he's a moron.
Yeah. No, you're a moron, sir. But Miss Shay Stanley, just shows up to his house and starts asking questions about Mr. McIntosh. Who the fuck is she?
Yeah,
she's a bank teller.
Yeah.
Why are you here? What?
When she's running alongside, when she's running in that really terribly edited scene where where Preston's in the limo with Henry, and then just cuts to her running next to the like fucking limo. Is it supposed to posit that she was like staking out that area and intentionally running there to get the attention of him or somebody? Because she's jogging and then she jogs to the van where the FBI dude's there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right because he had. It was like, who is he staking
That was
out?
such a weird scene. I was like, I don't even know where we are. Was this just added in to try to add clarity on her role?
I think so.
But okay, they go on the date. They go first to a fancy restaurant, which doesn't go well because Preston gets all weird.
Because he's a fucking child.
Yeah, and he tries to eat prawns, but he doesn't know what they are, and he gets scared. And then they end up getting burgers and eating at an outside place by a fountain that starts spraying water, and then Preston and her start dancing and
He gets wet.
Yeah, getting her wet, exactly. And that's what I wrote down. But they were like doing the fountain scene. It's like this. It's supposed to be a romantic scene, but it's incredibly creepy. I wrote down. The adults in this film are broken people. Cause she genuinely looks happy,
Dude.
She said that was one of the best nights of her life.
Dude, under no circumstance would a woman that looks like that entertain the fucking the comings on of a child.
Especially a woman that looks like that.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
And she's entertaining a child.
After the fountain starts, the people are applauding, and there's one person in the background, I don't know where this came from, who said congratulations. And I was like, the 90s were some other shit. What?
Wait, somebody congratulations.
Someone says congratulations.
God. You know what? That's probably that probably extra. He got that in there. He probably talks about it to this very day.
Yeah,
He's like, in blank check. And I just said congratulations. It wasn't in the script. It just improv. You know what? They kept it in the film.
We gotta play a scene, the two of them in the limo. Because the thing is, if I were Preston, I would legit think I might have a shot with this chick.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem with this whole performance. Is like Karen Duffy's playing it like, I'm gonna fuck this kid.
I'll fuck this kid.
Friday.
There wasn't a blank check
Can you
too
go?
because she went to jail.
It's for Mr. McIntosh. It could be for your business, sort of.
Mr. McIntosh will really be there?
And it is his birthday.
Okay. Well, great. It's a date then. Oh, I'm getting out up here. It was really fun. And, I had such a good time.
Me too.
I bet you did, you old whore.
Good night, Shay.
Give a high five.
Bye-bye.
Dude, she looks him up and down and then uncrosses her legs so slowly and then gets out the car. First of all, if she knows she's going out with a child, she did not need to wear this kind of dress.
Yep.
She could just worn fucking jeans and a t-shirt. Hey, what's up, homie?
She came out ready to put his like fucking 11-year-old face in the coupe.
This is crazy. Like, it's not even funny, Justin. It's like legit. She's like into this. I don't care how much you're fucking undercover you are. You don't need to entertain this child. The mission does not call for you to fucking seduce a child.
Listen, as an FBI agent,
If the FBI agent told us to fuck some kids, we're not gonna fuck kids, Justin.
How old are we talking about? Dude, this fucking thing is just so out of pocket in so many realms. Her relationship with this child is just, oh boy, and like you just keep on asking the question: why is she entertaining this kid? Why is she entertaining this kid?
I mean, because this kid has created a person that's never been seen before, comes to the neighborhood out of nowhere, and employs children. Because not only does based on what we know, not only does McIntosh have Preston as his main executive assistant, he's also hired Preston's two brothers. Why does McIntosh keep hiring children in the community? Like fucking Michael Jackson or Willy Wonka. What the fuck is this?
This was the 90s, so technically, McIntosh could have been Michael.
Dude, but like even like work papers. Preston's not 13. He can't legally work for, especially a millionaire.
You are correct. You are correct.
Everyone's out of their minds. The fucking bad guys, I don't even know why the banker's involved in staking out this kid. But Tone Lock is like, yeah, man. Like,
Loke,
he's like, yeah, man, if we don't get paid, if we don't get paid, that sucks because I'm trying to get some benefits, man. I'm trying to I was like, benefits? This nigga not gonna give you
I'm trying to get some benefits, baby.
By the way, he's out of his mind. All the villains are dummies, but Tone Loc, that's it, right?
Yes, Tone Loc
is out of his goddamn mind because he is sent by the main bad guy to do all the fucking physical dirty work, and then he gets fucked up. This nigga falls into a swamp, and then the bad guy
throws up
because he probably got all the bacteria in his mouth. He's fucked up.
Don't you blow chunks in my car? I know, man. I ain't gonna blow chunks.
And then he gets shoved down a pool slide where he gets fucked up, and then Preston proceeds to shoot balls at tennis balls at his balls. If you're getting attacked to that capacity with these balls hitting you at hundreds of miles per hour, you're not gonna do a hey ho. I know it's for comical relief, but no, nigga, your life is really in danger. You can really be hurt.
Well, it's funny because even the bank manager guy, he puts the thing on his head and then he's just playing like loud music. He's like and he just slipped down and he gets knocked out. It's like, nigga, it's not that serious.
Well, I mean, he had to exercise. That's why he passed out.
Take the thing off of your head. This is what you gotta do, you dumbass.
Well, there was something definitely wrong with the bank manager.
Well, I mean, he gave a child $1 million, Brandon.
No, but I mean mentally. He did give $1 million to a child. Everyone's fooled by this child. He's not even good at conning people.
All right, hold on. All right.
When people ask him about Macintosh, he's clearly talking about himself.
Yeah.
Because Henry knows. Everybody's like, I knew there was no Macintosh. I'm like, nigga, then why are you still here?
It's like, it's thought it'd be fun to hang out with a kid. Hey, why don't you take one of these pills unless you get in the back of the limo?
There's no way, because Henry was doing more than driving. There's no way that Preston was paying him like an hourly thing, right? To just be his assistant.
No, he was probably just giving him loads of cash. Henry is the smartest person in this movie.
Yeah, Henry probably walked away with conservatively $300K.
Yeah. Like half of that money is
every
Henry.
every time that bag was left in the limo, he was taking like at least 20 G's.
Yeah.
Just put him in the glove compartment.
Henry's the real thief here.
I mean, dude, this whole movie is fucking nuts. Because we haven't even talked about the birthday party. And again, remember, folks, this is all within like a week, 6 days. Macintosh has this huge party. I don't know why Preston signed off on all this stuff because there's an open bar, there's bands, it's just all these adults. It's like a Great Gatsby party.
Yeah.
Preston can't do anything. He can't even like partake at the party because everyone's like, "Kid, get out of here."
Hold on.
And then the party ends up costing him $300K.
Hold on. I just need to talk about this.
Okay. Oh no, another rant's coming.
Why does Debbie Allen talk like this in this film? Can you go to the scene where Debbie Allen first shows up?
Yeah.
Can you listen to the accent that she's putting on? It is crazy, Brandon. Hold on. He is out. She shows up and she talks. I don't even know what the accent's supposed to be, but she sounds fucking out of her goddamn mind.
Oh yeah, she's hyper. She talks really fast. Okay, there we go. We got. Sorry, folks. We're trying to do some clip finding, but yeah, she's wild.
I mean, there's. I have it written down in mine. I have, why is this black woman talking in this way? This whole thing is just absolutely ridiculous. Now, before that, before he sets this party up, he's riding around with his backpack full of cash, and the guys start chasing him, and then eventually, he rides and he falls off his bike. And then he goes riding off, and he forgot his backpack. How do you forget a backpack full of money?
Yep.
How do you forget your backpack? Especially since like everything you have, your lifeline is in that backpack.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and apparently because he knew that it was just as easy to walk away from this whole thing.
True.
Because at the end, he gets away with it. He walked away scot-free.
He committed multiple crimes.
All right, here's Debbie.
Fraud, all sorts of fucking crimes.
Get those golden gloves off and thank you.
Right.
Love. What do you think? To die? Is this to die or what?
Oh, yeah, sure it's so. To die.
I can't wait to show it to Mr. McIntosh. Come on, honey. Let's see what they did with that ice.
Is this to die for or what?
What? Where is she from?
I don't know.
Nobody else talks like that but her. Is this to die or what?
She's supposed to be a country belle or something. I mean,
okay.
Out of all the issues in this movie, especially Henry, again, Henry is probably the saddest character ever until you point out that he might be pulling the best con of the whole movie.
Hold on.
But if he didn't get any money off of this,
oh, he's an asshole.
yeah, it's a nightmare. This is the worst day.
Okay. Now, mind you, like we talk about, him dropping the backpack and stuff like that. He dropped the backpack over, like by the bushes or stuff like that, and he goes riding away. Right. Next time we see the backpack, it's in the middle of the park.
Yep, and a random kid picks it up.
And some random
takes out a pile, which is 10 G's.
And then Preston just grabs the bag as he's riding by, and he throws it on his back.
No one's gonna be like, "Hey, I gotta find that fucking kid that has this bag full of cash."
Now, mind you, why and well, that's just bad editing. That's just terrible editing.
Yeah.
Now, Preston then goes home after this. Well, after the party, he's putting in everything and whatnot, and it says, and his computer tells me he has $333 left, right? How is he able to keep accounting on all of this?
That's what I was saying, is that he can't because the money's just going random places.
He has all of this money in cash.
Yeah.
Everything is just in cash. So how would that computer have all the info able to break it down like that? Because he never deposited anything.
Yeah.
So you didn't tell me that Preston, an 11-year-old, has enough of an accounting background to be able to handle all of this money.
Well, his dad is an investor, right? And he knows about interest. He's 11 years old, so that's not completely crazy. I mean, it's crazy,
but you don't think that Preston realized that? Oh man, I'm burning through $1 million in 6 fucking days.
I mean, when the bad guy finds out that all the money's gone, he literally loses his mind.
Yeah,
that's when he becomes like super shredder. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm just gonna kill this kid.
I'm gonna kill this kid now.
he just.
All right, so
but wouldn't you be like bugged out that this is the same kid that you almost ran over with your car, who still would have ruined your life if you had done that?
It's just like he did it.
Like
either
this
way.
kid fucked with you the whole week, like with the car thing, with the car or bike thing, with the fucking outbidding of the house, with like you having to chase him around and getting fucking.
You have to kill him at this point.
Yeah, it's like the Home Alone thing. Like, no, nigga, you try like. The only difference is like he didn't try to pull a Kevin McAllister and murder these dudes.
Yes, he did. He put him in a cage and he shot him into the pool.
Oh,
that cage would have sunk and he would have drowned in that cage at the bottom of the pool, Brandon. The cage wouldn't have magically opened for some reason. He would have died.
Yeah, you're right.
Mind you,
he would have drowned.
Mind you, Debbie Allen makes an announcement at the party that Mr. McIntosh cannot pay his bill, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's right. It's all been a big mistake. Yes, Mr. McIntosh is a fraud." So everybody just starts stealing shit.
Yeah, they start taking presents and shit.
They start taking presents back. It's like, yo, so you show up to this random guy's house who you've never met before.
Yep.
Oh, it's his birthday. So.
Why would you even bring gifts if you don't know this nigga?
It's true. It's true. Now, mind you, these bunch of fucking freeloading pieces of garbage find out, it's like, oh man, this random dude I never met is having problems. Might as well start stealing shit and start taking presents. Like, everybody in this movie is a piece of shit.
And again, adults are broken people because at the end, when Preston goes home, and we'll talk about the bad guy declaring that he's McIntosh, but when Preston goes home, the first thing that happens is his family has like a little birthday cupcake for him, like candlelit, and the dad apologizes to Preston for being so harsh. Preston wins. The bad guy wins. This is like some Thanos shit. He gets away with everything.
Everything. Again, fraud. So many counts of fraud. Identity
He's
theft.
not going to be questioned by the FBI.
No. Why would he?
He's the assistant for McIntosh. And the bad guy then says when the FBI raid the house, by the way, that they're looking for McIntosh. If the FBI is raiding anything and they're asking for your name, I would be like, what do you need to speak with Brandon Collins for?
Yep.
But are you Brandon Collins? That depends. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to just be like, at first, no one answers when they're like, who's McIntosh?
Yeah.
At first, no one answers. All these fucking three numbskulls and Preston are just like, And then eventually the dude's like, Quigley's like, I'm McIntosh. And like, you're McIntosh? He's like, I'm McIntosh. She's like, all right, you're under arrest for money laundering and grand theft.
I have no idea.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Jesus.
Like what the fuck did this
Because
kid
they had
do?
to mark bills. That's why. Because with the money that he used, that Preston paid to deposit the house. Remember, the Shay was the one depositing that, and she saw that they were marked bills by the FBI.
Yeah, but that's money that he got from the bank.
I'm just saying that scene when she's talking to the realtor, she's looking at the bills and they're marked FBI.
Okay, so basically, the bank manager ran his own fucking money back.
Yeah, essentially. Money laundering.
No. But that's the thing is, you're supposed to filter the dirty money into the system, and it gets mixed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, he just gave him all the money back that he just got out of the bank in the first place. I mean that he gave to the bank in the suitcase in the first place.
Yeah.
He didn't clean the money at all.
I don't know, bro. I'm just going off of what I've been told in this movie.
Makes no fucking sense. But I will say one thing. Quigley, he was about that life. I'm gonna tell you why.
Because he was gonna kill this child, and you sincerely believed you could do it.
He was walking, flipping those tables, and at one point he picked up a chair. And he was ready to hit this child with a chair. He was ready to beat this child.
He was not playing games. He was not playing games. He was going around that castle looking to murder an 11-year-old child. That shit was on the level of like Voldemort and Harry Potter. That's how much he hated this little nigga.
I mean, I respect it. We don't get kids dying in film that
But that goes to what I'm saying is, if you know that you're an escaped convict, and the last thing you need to do is get the FBI noticing you, why would you be like, yeah, I'm McIntosh, who you guys are clearly asking about?
Yeah.
Because even though the banker's like, oh, you're looking for a new identity, this guy gave it to you, and then they start talking about Governor McIntosh and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, you had $1 million. Look around you. The house cost, you were at the bidding, $300K.
Yeah.
Again, you were at the bidding, so this $300K, screens everywhere, pool everywhere that wasn't there before, you should know your money all gone.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do for a living after that?
It's like,
you got to pay a monthly fee and shit. You got to pay a mortgage or something.
Exactly.
Like,
taxes.
This shit ain't going away.
Well, no, there is no mortgage because
he paid in cash.
He paid in
but
cash.
the thing is, like, there's just other expenses to keep up the house.
Well, his tax.
Yeah.
He's
that
property
too.
tax.
Yeah.
Electricity. All that stuff.
Preston fucked up this community. The community is going to have to pay for all this stuff. And the damage he did to that house.
Yeah.
That's why it baffles me that Preston probably. I mean, there could be a sequel where fucking Preston is the dude who gets out of jail because he became a con artist.
Well, I mean, Preston is.
There's no way through testimony, bro. If you think about it, though, all they have to do is just go over the testimony of all the people that got shafted out being paid by McIntosh. All roads lead to Preston.
Yeah, it's like
they're all gonna say, "I've never met McIntosh, never corresponded with him." So technically, I feel like
was this little kid though.
I feel like Quigley could be in the clear.
No, he's not, because either way they're gonna find out his identity. He's going right back to jail.
Oh no, I meant like in regards to like being liable for all the shit that McIntosh did.
No, because if Preston's smart, all he has to do is like, yeah, he's McIntosh. He's just. He had me do his stuff, and at the end, when I refused to do his stuff anymore, they were going to try to kill me. All he has to do is play the little kid at that point.
Which I did write down when he initially goes to the banker and he was like the kid and the banker's like, this is brilliant. Like have a kid do it. I was like, that is pretty smart. Just have like a kid that you pay like $100 and be like, yo, pick this up for me.
Yeah.
Justin, please break down our rating system. This was out of control. This is legit one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And as a kid, like you just think it's fun because like you're just dreaming about having $1 million. But yeah, this is wild.
So, I'm sorry. I was reading a review of this.
Yeah.
You know, it's a guy from the Los Angeles Times stating that this was that what was missing from this film is any trace of joy and simple pleasures. Preston isn't a very imaginative child. He's a goodies gatherer. And then the New York Times said, looks like the best bet for family audiences in the season short of kiddie-oriented entertainment. Is a movie that no parents in their right mind should let children see. Okay, hold on. One more. The Chicago Tribune said that with this convoluted plot, its MTV-inspired montages, and its blatant shilling of products, it is a film as hard to. It as a film is hard to sell. It comes with a decisively suspect warranty. It's okay. Yeah, this is just fucking ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. All right. So we rate movies. Bags of popcorn, small, medium, large, and the XL for the exceptional. If you feel like a movie does not deserve any popcorn at all, we could throw it into a dog shit pile. So, Brandon, we finally did it. We watched Blank Check.
Yep.
What say you, sir?
I'm giving it a small. This movie's so batshit crazy. It was entertaining. It made me furious because I didn't realize how insane the relationship between Shay and Preston is. And how, as an adult, it makes me very uncomfortable. There's a picture I found of Karen Duffy from Blank Check and Preston, where Preston's in this weird ass suit, his dirty ass Converses, and Shay has her titties not actually out, but she's wearing a skin tight dress with her titties out. And yes, maybe she was trying to impress Macintosh whenever she finally got to meet him, but clearly Macintosh has been this kid the whole fucking time.
Yeah, this is true.
And she's looking at Preston in this picture like she wants to fuck him. It's nuts.
She used to date George Clooney.
I did see that, yeah. Karen Duffy, she was a beautiful woman. What say you, Justin? What's your rating?
Man. I feel like I'm in between dog shit or giving this or a small, because it's fun, throwing shade at this movie and calling it a piece of shit and laughing at it. But at the same time, you can't congratulate films this bad.
Yeah, this is... Do you think the actors knew they were making a terrible, terrible movie?
I think this was a money grab from the actors. I think from all actors that in this movie are Henry. There's they are all the actors are Henry.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. Like the actor that played Henry, he had to know this is a really fucked up movie. My role is fucking wild.
Yeah, man. This has to be a pile of dog shit.
Oh, you're giving it a pile of dog shit?
There's this movie just makes no real logistical sense.
Oh, no.
It's out of fucking control. The characters are fucking weird.
And Max Preston was able to buy two of the things that are actually in his house.
Yeah.
With $1 million.
And it's just is nobody, was nobody in this entire film, in this world, if this really existed, would nobody be thrown off by a little kid with disposable income who is spending fucking crazy cash, mind you, cash money, and just buying up stores and whatnot? They just let that shit fly? That'd be wild. You really think about it, that just shows that people are pieces of garbage and they should never be trusted.
Money rules everything. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, yo.
All right, Brandon, that's it. That's it. We need to do something better with our lives instead of watching this garbage fucking ass film.
Happy New Year, folks.
Yeah, right?
Justin, how can people follow you?
Guys, you can follow me at jbrown did it on Twitter and Instagram.
You guys can follow me at American Collins, AmericanCollins.com. Follow the show at Medium P Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I just pointed at you.
Why are you pointing at me?
Talking about the Patreon, nigga.
Oh, you want to talk about Patreon? All right, let's talk about Patreon, nigga. Guys, you can hit us on Patreon, patreon.com/medium popcorn. Of course, you can leave us a voice message as well.
Message.
Hey, man, don't get down
347-508-0978. Yeah, I memorized this shit, nigga.
Ooh, look at you.
This is my life.
You think you better than me?
That's what I'm saying. Folks, sign up for Patreon so this can be my life full time. Patreon.com/medium popcorn.
Yes, sir.
And if you already sign up for the Patreon or you ain't got the funds right now, just leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, or Podomatic. Make me feel good like Halle Berry in Monsters Ball. We gotta eventually do that movie too.
Nah, we don't. All right, guys.
Remember that fat kid got killed? That was a heavy movie, man. Why did both their kids die?
Well, sometimes kids gotta die, man. This kid should have died in this movie.
Oh, Preston? Yeah.
Yes, Preston should be dead.
Preston grew up to be Donald Trump Jr. And that's it.
That's it. Goodbye.
Peace and love, America. Peace and love.
Medium popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies. Yeah. Brandon Collins. That's me. And Justin Brown for your movie needs. Medium popcorn. Woo! You haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it.
Spoil it in your face.
That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault.